Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of...
What's good, yo? It's your boy LJ, and welcome back to Reaction. LJ, how long would Clarence prison sentence be?
This is one heck of a weird kid, dude.
Hey, Clarence, what'd you bring for show and tell?
And I mean, yeah, sure, everyone knew that. But how does he go from that to this? Life of crime, that's how. And it's up to me to make them pay. So I'll be going through all...
The crazy thing about it, nobody would ever expect Clarence to actually have a criminal record. If you ever thought anybody would have a criminal record, think about
Clarence's crimes and ranking them from mildly annoying to the majorly illegal. Because at this point, even his imaginary friends have filed for restraining orders. If you know Clarence, you'll know he's not the cleanest guy in Africa.
Jail or not.
But those sticky fingers pick up more than dirt and candy because Clarence is a little thief. It starts out small, maybe even harmless. You know, when he snatches Jeff's fries.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
I'm just gonna torture him into playing with us.
But a portion of
Clarence actually did do that because he wanted Jeff to spend and having fun. He don't want Jeff to sit there and be boring. Like, who does that? Who bring a friend to some place and then have your friend just sitting there acting boring? And my friend was boring? Then it's like, what's the point of you coming anyway? You just gonna sit there and be unfun.
So this one,
I would definitely do this.
How to put some shoes in the cubby,
like
see?
Jeff, I would definitely do this like Clarence.
And then he put on a fresh pair.
No hesitation.
I know what you're thinking. He just got a bit confused, and when he leaves the play area, he'll give the shoes back, right?
No,
I can't find my London princess shoes.
When it's stupid, Clarence knew what he was doing. He said, "Hey, before you go in the playroom, you take all your normal shoes, and then you just go with another pair of shoes that you find it. Oh, you
stole great. That's stealing.
What are you talking about? Walk away.
At least that girl has her head screwed.
Good
on her for calling out Clarence in the act.
Hey, if you saw it,
that changes though. You mean
like, come on, Clarence?
Something sweeter is in order.
If the jelly beans fall down here, they're free.
So now are these ones free?
I guess they are.
Sumo is not the type of friend you need. Sumo is a friend that will get you in so much trouble that you can't even dig yourself out of trouble.
I mean, the grape you could kind of excuse. I guess his mom or someone will pay for the bag, but that
you can excuse for
what we've seen so far though is nothing compared to him and the boys sneaking into a cinema and stealing a blockbuster film trailer before it can hit the big screen.
Now this one is definitely a crime right here. This is definitely a big crime right here. Definitely a crime.
I just panicked. We should take it back. What? Are you kidding? We gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Sumo is not the type of friend you all
need. Quick watch
need.
back at Jeff's before returning it safe and sound. But this is Clarence we're talking about.
No! Y'all burn the film! Why are you laughing? Why y'all not helping him?
So not only
And
they literally
I really feel bad.
And all I'm gonna say is this one's gonna cost you, Clarence.
Mainly,
a lot of Clarence's
I hate Jeff, but then I gotta realize Jeff just got two dumb friends that don't understand situations.
So for stealing Jeff's fries, the girls' shoes, and the food at the grocery store, Clarence would be on the receiving end of a $200 fine for his trouble. See it as a slap on the wrist, really. But stealing the film trailer, that's a much bigger deal.
You can definitely pay for that.
60 days
That
in
ain't
prison,
too
plus
much.
the fact that the trailer got destroyed
For
with cost
60
$8 grand in fines. Film really ain't cheap. Now, if Clarence is one thing, it's creative. The little guy has a wild imagination, but that creativity goes a little too far in the episode of Clarence's Millions, where he starts issuing his own money.
Oh, yeah!
Good job at showing up for school
Clarence
today.
did do that! And y'all didn't see this?
Ooh, nice backpack.
Clarence actually
wow, and you're
trying to
wearing
be like a salesman and try to make quick buck, or probably I think he was trying to be like have more friends. I didn't even know what Clarence was doing, but all he was doing is something that you can do for business.
Cool. Here, have one more.
His makeshift money was made to replace the Buddy Stars, a school reward system. You know, get an A, get a star, that sort of stuff. Well,
But you gotta realize, after like a week went by, everybody started getting really innocent about them
school the next day to see his money is now the top dollar.
Clarence dollars, I'll give you 3. Okay. You're my best friend. No, you are.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
When people started asking you to Clarence dollars, I really would come feel like, hey, hold on. And now you tell me Clarence the richest and coolest kid in school?
At the rate you're going,
wow.
We're gonna need to make 50 more Clarence dollars by the end of the school day.
Time to up production.
My hand hurts.
Approved.
The school eventually becomes savage. A class war breaks out between the kids who have CDs, Clarence dollars, and those.
It actually been a war over the Clarence dollars. And the crazy about it, the Clarence made them so in one day, and then the next day it started being the biggest hit of the century, right? And then the next day after that,
and that's when
everybody started going savage over the money. It's like, hold up, how y'all already had the money doing so good on the first day, and then y'all end up doing all this.
Alright, come and
Like,
get
come,
it.
there's no way.
Take as many as you want.
The crazy thing is no way.
As cool as this episode is, counterfeiting money is a very serious
cool,
crime.
but
And I know.
You gotta look at this episode in a bigger picture. Like, what if Clarence actually did this, right? And he actually printed out so much money and started selling it, right? Now that would be a counterfeit. But since Clarence made the money and he didn't actually like print out real money and not counterfeiting.
Bills. But counterfeiting is also the act of making fake money.
And that is
used
kind of
as
illegal.
real money,
Illegal
which he
to
certainly
counterfeiting.
has done. Obviously, if this happened in the real world, Clarence wouldn't be facing the maximum sentence for counterfeiting. He'd be on the receiving end of 3 months inside, though, as well as a $5,000 fine for the damage his currency did to the school. The next round on Clarence's rap sheet brings us to the
now you
episode
gotta pay $5,000. I know in fact Clarence don't even get that kind of money. But 3 months not bad. Are you doing it being there for 3 months? Not bad.
I'm not sure exactly.
Excusez-moi?
The rest of the kids in the playground notice their artwork, if you could even call it that.
This one, I might not be able to say too much about it.
You guys
I have no
see
clue what is
our
going on.
mural?
Yeah, I can't really blame them for laughing. That ball looks like a neon
I
cat crashing
can't
their
blame them for
mid-vomit.
laughing.
Well, you guys remember any of
It actually kind
That
of
aside, though, the whole
stupid.
school laughing at their painting,
It's
it's not
kinda
long
stupid.
before Miss Baker finds out about it.
Teacher!
Guys, what are you looking at over here? What are you so... Oh.
So as punishment, the boys are told to come to school on the weekend to do some
And
spring
the
cleaning.
crazy
That
about
goes
it
as well as you
y'all guys think. Clarence wasn't in here for himself. Wait a minute, I know the episode. I know it now.
I mean, look at this place. It's like a frickin' war zone.
We were gonna tell you, we forgot we were supposed to be cleaning. Oops.
The boys managed to pick up the pace and get all the things nice and clean.
No way you forgot that y'all was supposed to clean. No way. How did y'all forget that y'all was supposed to clean? I have no doubt that Miss Baker said, "All have fun." Like, how you forget about that?
Cool, anyway.
They learned how... What? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on! Are you kidding me right now?
Clarence Clarence is no stranger to vandalism either. You got times
So you
like
tell me
these where he
they
decides
clean
to
up
literally draw on
everything,
someone's wall.
and they forgot to clean up the
You
one
didn't pay
main
attention to anything I said
issue?
because I have a weird pimple on my cheek.
But hey, at least it's a lot better than the school
How
mural.
do
There's
y'all
no way
clean up
around
the
it. Clarence
whole
is a
school
first-class vandal.
and forgot
Knows
to
the
clean
feats of
up
graffitiing
the
two
biggest
walls and
mess?
tracks in school would earn
Wow.
the young criminal 6 months inside with a 5K
But
fine.
they
And while
didn't clean
defacing
that.
and dirty
You gotta add
property
that
is one
up.
thing.
Let
How
the
about just
mess
straight up
and
destroying-
get outside.
I did just say Clarence is a first-class vandal. Like, remember the time Clarence turned a normal day in the grocery store into some crazy adventure? It all starts when he got sent to get some milk,
feel like
which is
Clear
awesome
a little bit
story.
good.
But
And like
the
every
last
time Clear
I saw my
do something,
dad,
it'll always adventure to him. It like
Whole milk,
you always
gross, 2%,
see
gross.
some type
Ah,
of
skim
adventure,
milk.
some type of awesome adventure time
Come on.
thing where
Guess there's
you
no point in
always
crying over
gonna see
that.
crazy
Gallon of
things
milk is
happen,
pretty small, though,
no
compared
matter
to what happens
what
when
it
Clarence
is.
runs into Sumo.
Alright, you gotta add that up too.
Okay, now
Good,
it's your
look.
turn.
It's like
let me
every
just-
time Clear runs into Sumo always get Clear
Pretty sure there's a
in
secret world.
some type of trouble. So you gotta add that up. The apple, add the donut,
As you can
add
compare going
open
to
a
tear up the
pizza,
grocery store,
clean
open
with
up items,
boxes,
smashing
and
displays, and glass.
destroying this a food aisle. Gotta add up
Continue
breaking,
to run
like
around
that's
the
this
store
stuff.
like endless chickens
You
until
gotta
they
add up.
eventually crash into
Alright, this one right
Clarence's
here.
mom.
Oh, it's so much stuff that you gotta add up. Add up knocking your mom into it.
Oh.
What next? Alright, what next for clearing the rack up? What next? Now your mom gonna be pissed at you. So what the next crime clearing gonna do?
Coupons?
Coupons? Coupons?
Coupons!
No!
Clarence somehow escapes without a problem and even gathers his mom's coupons back. But what about the time he became obsessed with the candy jar at the doctor's office? To the point this happens.
Oh yeah, he did. He was obsessed with it. He was obsessed with the candy.
Real nice, Clarence. Real nice.
Real
I guess
clever,
you can chalk
Clarence.
both of these cases
Real
up to a kid being
clever.
a kid. Okay, I'll raise you this then. He's literally destroyed the school sign and dragged it into the building, smashing through the floor and the ceiling, which just begs the question.
crazy thing
how
about
strong
why
is this
Clarence
kid? But also, what
was
caused
like that
big of a
is
change?
because
Look at him.
of
We'll
his
just stick around
toy.
because we're going to cover that in a little more detail later on. As you can see, Clarence and chaos go hand in hand. If he was held to the standard of the law for this level of property destruction, he'd be staring at the inside of
always
the jail
the
cell for at
one
least 2
helping
years.
Clarence,
Obviously, the
no
short
matter
install
what.
at the school is going to cost him big time, though.
Now,
If you're
we
lucky to get
say-
anything less than $65,000 in fine.
The dark side, that racked up him being in jail for 2 years. Maybe 3. Alright? Because clear dark side leave him longer than a year, longer than a month.
Or 17,105 gallons of skimmed milk.
Jeez.
Things are not looking good for my boy Clarence here. He's already managed to earn
It's
himself 2
really
years
not
and
looking
11
good for
months
Clarence
behind
at all.
bars, as well as pile up a $83,200 fine to boot. This is child's play, though, in comparison to what we got coming up. It's time to see Clarence step into his real villain arc. See, when it comes to Clarence, you'd usually remember him as a fun-loving kid who sure might get himself in a few strange scenarios, but on the whole, he tries to do the right thing, right? Well,
Yeah,
that all
he-
changes
he
in
do.
the episode Little Buddy, and it's all thanks to a brand new toy.
And that's the only reason why Clarence even went through the dark side.
Wasn't
Because
that-
he
You
little
thought the
buddy.
dolls in the advert were creepy. Just wait till you see Clarence's little buddy.
Buddy.
Okay.
That thing needs putting out of its misery. Look at it. To make matters worse, Clarence is clearly obsessed with the darn thing and pesters his entire school to look
He
and
is
talk about
obsessed
it.
with
Did
it.
you guys meet my little... His name is Little Buddy. Do you care?
It's okay.
Okay, but it's really soft.
Harassing his classmates earns Clarence a one-way ticket to a timeout, and because of this, he misses recess, which I don't think he's taken too well.
Hey, Clarence.
Are you okay?
It's okay, man. Who cares?
It
I
is.
don't care about anything.
Missing recess can do wild things to a kid, but I'm not sure it'll make them do
How?
this.
Just because you missed recess?
Basically, Clarence's whole personality
Because
does
you
a
missed
U-turn,
recess?
and he becomes a moody, sulking lump that's consumed by darkness. That's not even the worst of it. He then becomes a full-size little buddy and starts bullying Jeff.
Hold my little buddy's hand.
Clarence, stop me. Get away from me.
Grab it.
No.
The weirdness finally comes to a close when Belson pulls Clarence's pants down, sparking him to turn to a life of crime.
What? Guess he has pants.
Violence.
Belson gets a bop to the nose and Dustin gets thrown to the dirt. So what sort of punishment have they got for him? And you just whipped his attention?
Just
Calling the
because you
cops?
missed recess?
Nope.
Someone here
Nah.
wants to see you.
Y'all heard the other one I had to say. I thought it was good. He missed a little bite.
Not exactly what I call a punishment. I guess if you want something done, you better
He
do it
missed
yourself.
one
If
day of
Clarence's little
recess.
outburst happened in the real world,
So
he
you
most
telling
likely be on
me
the end of.
just because he missed one day of recess, turned to a life of the dark side, y'all said, man, forget it. Let help him out so he can get back to recess. Bro, what? The dude punched Belson and pushed a kid, and y'all let him off the hook of that? Wow.
2 assault charges. Sure, one of them is worse than the other, so he'd be looking at 9 months in jail for throwing Dustin to the ground, but for knocking Belson into the middle of next week, I'd be surprised if he got anything under 2 years.
Yeah,
totaling
I'll
out
be
to 33
surprised if
months in the
it's
slammer for being
under
a
a
little
year.
bully. Clarence is
Maybe.
extremely skilled
Maybe
in a few
it's been
things.
6
Picking
months.
his nose, mispronouncing the letter R, and being in places he's not supposed to be. Like the episode of him causing mayhem in the grocery store when he slips into the back room.
Dude, that was a whole
And
world.
the crazy thing,
back
I
here.
always thought what my life would be then if I was clearing and doing all
Okay,
the
sure,
amazing
accidentally falling
things.
into a restricted area
That's what I
isn't
thought. I
technically
never thought,
illegal,
like,
but come on, this is
what-
surely
what
outstaying
the
as welcome.
legal
Banana
or
peel.
crime
Banana
issue
peel, banana
what
peel,
happened
banana
to
peel,
me
banana
if I
peel, Missed me.
Then you got the episode Chambers Santiago, where Clarence's mom gives him the job of going to take some mail over to his mysterious neighbor, Mr. Santiago.
Hello, Jimmo, Mr. San Diego. I got someone to know if you have bad poo.
If we just park the fact that Clarence is one annoying kid, he actually does do the right thing here. But the mystery around Chambers
He
begins to
did.
grow and Clarence can't take it, so he crosses the line.
Chalmers.
I want to see why this would actually
Anyone else getting
be
Breaking Bad
a
vibes from that
charge.
yard? No? Just me?
Yeah.
Okay, Clarence's trespassing doesn't stop there, though. He goes whole hog.
Wow, Chalmers, but it's
But
backwards.
it's not like he's trespassing in nobody's
Bastard.
house,
So this is bedroom.
right?
Okay, that's not creepy at all.
I guess if you trespass onto a madman's property, you gotta expect the unexpected.
Oh,
And we're
oh,
about to meet
off
him.
right there. That one was a little
Turns out Bolson just uses this place as his crib because his dad couldn't find anyone to fill the property. Still, however weird that is, it doesn't take anything away from Clarence. He's a filthy trespasser. The worst of all his unwanted visits, though, comes from the episode Nothing Ventured. We'll be touching on it later, so I won't go into loads of detail, but basically Clarence and Sumo go through the entire town, sneaking into people's houses and unleashing a tsunami.
Yeah, this is technically a crime. This right here probably will lead you to jail for 4 years. Max. Maybe longer. You, like, come on, Clarence. I already told y'all, when Clarence is around Sumo, it like, Sumo immediately make Clarence stupid.
Cockroaches.
I don't know why Clarence would do this. Like, you're
mind,
not
they do this to
Santa.
literally
So why are
everyone.
you
This
releasing
is the
so much
mother
bugs
load when
in
it comes to
people's house?
trespassing. For running into the grocery store back rooms, barging into his neighbor's yard and home, as well as bursting into a town full of people's homes as they sleep, Clarence would be a very fortunate young man to get anything less than 7 years in jail for trespassing. Just the sheer scale of the last count bumps this up big time. Despite what we just saw, Clarence doesn't always do things with the worst intentions. Like, for example, in the
really
episode
don't.
of Fun Dungeon Face-Off, where he tries to get Jeff to play with...
double look at Clarence, Clarence don't really try to get himself in trouble or do the wrong intent. He just try to do things so he can have fun and not boring.
By stealing his fries.
Hey, Sumo. Guess what?
You're gonna eat him?
No, I'm just gonna trick him into playing with us.
Alright.
He'll be so surprised when he finds out they're in my pocket. Hee.
Now, yeah, that might sound innocent enough, but if you didn't know, Jeff is a bit of a germaphobe and hates people touching his food. And what he hates even more are public play areas, which is exactly where Clarence is heading with his fries.
Clarence only did this because he wanted to show Jeff how to have fun instead of just sitting there being boring.
Jeff's rage overtakes any fear of germs as he chases Clarence through the play area. Clarence just thinks Jeff's up for some fun, but boy is he wrong. Clarence continues to poke and makes Jeff follow him up to the top of the climbing frame before jumping down on one of the slides and breaking out into a Star Wars-esque battle. Luckily, this time, both of them leave the play area safe and sound, but I can't say the same for Jeff's fries.
This is what you get, Clarence. This is what happens when you eat another man's fries.
Jeff, please. I did it. They're right here. They were here the whole time. Here, take them.
He only did it because he wants you to have some fun. You are a
situation, though. Like, what about the episode Man in the House? You know, the one where his parents are going out for the night and he's got to look out for the place?
Here's the night, buddy. Your first night alone. Stand up.
Make sure the house is still here when we're back.
Think you can handle it?
Being all alone as a kid can be pretty scary, so Clarence calls Sumo and Jeff around to keep him company whilst his mom and Chad are away, and they end up trashing
at that
the joint.
age Clarence is, yes, it's definitely going to be scary.
He has the waffles. He's pulling them apart. Here's...
The kids continue to make a total mess of the place. Well, not Jeff. His dream night alone would go something like this.
Anything...
Instead, he's got to deal with a pig skunk. Anyway, Clarence remembers that Chad told him to protect the house, so he switches into protector mode and booby traps the entire place.
Welcome to the... This would definitely be good if I've been in like a Home Alone. If I've been like in Home Alone doing something like this, bro, I'll be scheming up the best thing to protect my house. But for them to do this is crazy.
They're chilly out.
He's nearly as bad as me with some of those puns. Clarence and the crew do actually put together some nice traps, but they've got a pretty big problem. Chad was planning on surprising Clarence's mom with some VIP tickets to meet Rick Backburn, but he's left them at home. He's on his way back to get them.
Should turn off all the lights. Wait, us already.
Keep it together. This is our time to shine.
The gang realized that it's Chad, and he's super cool about the whole place being trashed. He just wants his tickets, but the whole place is trapped.
Where are those passes? Oh.
The bathroom! So before Chad can get to the rooms in the house, the boys go in each one and set off the traps themselves.
They do. Because Chad literally touched one of these traps, you would get hurt.
Well, all but one.
Good job, guys. Nobody died.
Kiss those kneecaps,
Oh,
goodbye,
the
Chad.
kneecap.
Never mind those VIP tickets. Clarence is just giving you a one-way ticket to the hospital.
You're gonna be fine. Here! Get out! Give him all the medicine. Chad, you're gonna be just fine. Just don't fall asleep or...
Poor guy. The dude's so chill, he don't deserve that. Well, as we've seen, Clarence has a history of hurting people, even if they've already been hurt. Like when he visits Belson in the hospital after he gets hurt.
Donuts!
Stop! No!
But
Would you believe that he's actually trying to cheer?
Clarence's fault why Belson got hurt? No. It technically Belson's fault, but who knows that? And none of y'all know that? Then y'all gotta be crazy for not knowing that.
Guy up. Belson's mental state continues to nosedive because he's not pulling pranks, so Clarence figures pranking Belson might, make him feel better. You know where this is going?
Can water be a prank?
Well, sure, I guess.
What are you doing? Pranking you! No, wait.
Oh God. Alright, this definitely gonna have to rack up
And
big
then
time
they said that I could have my
charge.
own room, but I said
Big
no, thank you.
time.
I'll bunk with my old pal Belson.
Look, I get in these situations he's just trying to do the right thing here, but at some point, that level of stupidity needs to be punished. All three cases here would be classified as reckless endangerment. For his antagonizing antics with Jeff, he's most likely looking at 2 years in the slammer, taking into account the level of danger and other people hurt. For what he does to Belson, though, is far more serious, and when
Hey, y'all. Hearing all these stuff and realizing that Clarence is not the normal, lovable Clarence we know. Wow.
Another 4 years. But it's his reckless endangerment of Chad that really takes the cake, and that alone would earn him as much as the other two combined. So all in all, that's 12 years behind bars for acting without thinking. The next crime on our list takes us back to the episode Nothing Ventured, where Chad and Mr. Smosky are trying to earn some serious money by making boutique sculptures.
Heck, I can make a bunch of these and sell them for $1 million.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's like a trash angel.
Or a sunset made of garbage.
Whoa, that's a great idea, man.
Hey, I didn't say they were nice boutique sculptures. Wanting to ride the money wave that their dads are on, Clarence and Sumo think this business is a no-brainer, especially as Chad is a prolific entrepreneur. I guess you could say that.
Chad sour cream and onion ice cream. Chad sour cream and onion keyboard cleaner. Chad sour cream and onion bug repellent. Yep. I mean, it's only a matter of time before Chad is a household name.
I don't think nobody's going.
So with that in mind, the boys try to figure out a way to raise some funds to invest in their dad's new business opportunity. But they aren't exactly naturals when it comes to the business game.
We are singing to you, senior. Now give us $25 to $20.
All right.
The boys continue to release hordes of cockroaches.
This gotta be like up there, worse than the worst. Like, come on. There's no way Clarence are doing this. I thought Clarence would be safe, but I really didn't know that until now.
On the people of Aberdale, and they even get up close and personal. Okay, it's bad. No getting around that, but is it really that bad?
Cockroaches spread disease, scare babies, and are immortal. Coming up.
New plan, Chad. We're in the cockroach business.
Okay, yeah, it's that bad. Luckily, though, the silver lining of all this is that Chad and Susimsky ditched their boutique business and get into the roach control game.
Easiest money I ever made.
The Clarence isn't getting off that easy with me. Sneaking into and releasing thousands of cockroaches into people's homes that earn him a clear and easy environmental terrorism charge. At least 9 houses were shown to be infiltrated by Clarence, and the news reported that the whole town was suffering from the new infestation. So because of this, Clarence would be easily slapped with an environmental terrorism charge that would earn him an 8-year sentence for every home he infested. And as
No.
9,
He
that comes
said
up to
9 to 8
72 years behind bars. But if you thought that was bad, get ready for the real kick.